से आए, अपने आप को जानो, राजयोग के द्वारा अपना परम पिता पहचानो। इसी राजपथ पर चलकर तुम पालो अपना बसेरा। ज्योति जला लो, होगा दूर अंधेरा। ओम शांति, ओम शांति, ओम शांति। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म मुख से मधुर वाणी, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे, ओम की इस मधुर ध्वनि से किया परिवर्तन। प्रेम शांति सिखा के बदला सभी का जीवन। आदि देव प्रजापिता श्री बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्मा मुख से मधुर वाणी, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे, ओम ओम। सोहनी सूरत मोहनी मूरत, ज्ञान के मोती। भव्य मुख पर चंद्रमासी, चमकती ज्योति। दिव्य दर्शन दिव्य वाणी, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्मा मुख मुख से मधुर वाणी बोलते ध्वनियों, ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे। विश्व में थी पाप की जब घटा छाई, तब विभूति आप जैसी धरती पे आई। एक तार में बंध के सारे बोलते ध्वनियों, से मधुर वाणी बोलते ध्वनियों, ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे बोलते ध्वनियों, ब्रह्मा मुख से मधुर वाणी बोलते ध्वनियों, से शिव बाबा पधारे।
Om Shanti. Good morning. A special good morning as today is Satguruvar. What does a Satguru do? What does he do? Can you say, Pravina sister, what does a Sadguru do? Does he give blessings? Baba, he gives blessings and he takes us back home. Then he does something apart from these two things. The Satguru, first of all, he gives the Maha Mantra. Based on which based on this mantra he takes children back home. So Satguru just takes us beyond with a glance. It's also said that please take us beyond with a glance. Satguru just gives us the blessings. Satguru grants liberation and liberation in life. Satguru just shows us the way to lead a life. So our Satguru, so there is no one who can be given this title. All the rest in the world are considered as gurus, whereas Baba is the Satguru. And even the meaning of this term, that is Guru, who takes us towards the light from the darkness of the ignorance. So Baba also takes us from that extreme darkness into that light. One more thing, Satguru he gives us the Srimad. The task of the Satguru is to give the Srimad. So Baba in order to make our fortune very elevated, Baba has given us the Srimad. Now the question arises here, of course that's the oldest one. We have awakened our fortune and we have come, or have I come to awaken my fortune? How many of you think that you have come here to awaken your fortune? Can you raise your hands? You have come here to awaken your fortune. We can see many hands. And those who feel that my fortune is already awakened and that's why I have come, can you raise your hands? And what would be Baba's response? So Baba also says that your fortune is already awakened, that's why you have come here. What else has to be done? The fortune which is already awakened, you have to make your fortune very elevated. There lies the difference between the fortune awakened and the fortune being elevated. So Baba also wishes the children's fortune to be very elevated. So today's Murli is based on the ways with which we can make our fortune elevated, and the fundamental thing is the Srimad which has to be followed. So let's make a note of what Baba says. So today's date is 28th May 2026. The essence: sweet children, you have come to the Father to make your fortune elevated. To the extent you follow Srimad, you will accordingly make your fortune elevated. What's the formula which is received? What's that? That's the Srimad. To the extent I follow Srimad, I make my fortune elevated. Question: what habit of the path of devotion should you children no longer have? There are many things, but in today's Murli Baba says, on the path of devotion, when they experience a little sorrow or fall ill, they say, "Oh Rama, oh God." On the path of devotion, there is the habit of crying out in sorrow. You must no longer allow such words to emerge from your mouth. You should internally remember sweet Baba with a lot of love. Even in the world, you can see that everyone just cries out, "Ramesh brother." Do you know? Prakash brother, do you know? When someone meets anyone, what do they say? They have this habit of saying, it's the expression that is used, that hi, hello, like that. So Baba says that even that hi in English, that it means the hai in Hindi, which means crying out in distress. So Baba says you shouldn't use such words. So the song I have come with my fortune awakened. Om Shanti. Every human being makes effort to create a fortune of happiness and peace. The sages, holy men and sannyasis say, we want peace, remove our sorrow and grant us happiness. They believe that only the God is the remover of sorrow and the bestower for happiness for human beings. But human beings don't know God. It's also said that it's also believed in the world that He is the one who bestows that happiness or He gives the sorrow. So why does He give sorrow? So Baba doesn't get entertained when children are in sorrow. Whereas human beings don't know God, you say Shiv Baba, Brahma, Vishnu, Shankar can't be called Baba, they are deities. Only God is called Baba. He is incorporeal and is worshipped. You know that Shiv Baba is the Baba for everyone. However, they don't understand why they call him Baba. There are worldly fathers too, and so which father is this? Souls say that one is the incorporeal father. He is the incorporeal, and we souls are also incorporeal. Even though people have worldly fathers, souls forget that father. Even though people have worldly fathers, they don't forget their worldly fathers. God is the Father and we are His children. Here He is called the Supreme Father. In English it said, the God, the Father, the Supreme Soul, the highest on high. A worldly father is the creator of bodies, whereas that one is the Father who is from beyond this world. Only the Father sits here and explains to you children. What does He explain? You remember the Father because you received the inheritance from Him. You have come to the Father to claim your inheritance. Only the Father, who is the remover of sorrow and the bestower of happiness, He comes to show you the path to happiness. And there will be no name or trace of sorrow there. Here there is a lot of sorrow. Everyone calls out, there is now a lot of sorrow to come in this world. It's yet to come. When someone dies, people become so unhappy. Baba said in one of the Murlis that the mountains of sorrow are yet to fall. Because a very sensitive time is going to come. When someone dies, people become so unhappy. They say, oh God, and they cry. He alone is the benefactor, Father. You sing this, He must have definitely removed your sorrow and He would have given you the happiness. The Father comes and explains, children, every cycle when you become unhappy and impure, it is then you call out, oh Baba, come. Then I come cycle after cycle at the confluence age. The end of the impure world and the beginning of the pure world is called the confluence age. And this is the only confluence age that's remembered. The Father comes to ignite everyone's light, to remove their sorrow and give them happiness. You know that you have come to the Father from beyond, the one who has entered this one. He himself says, I enter this one and name him Brahma. All of you are Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. You have the faith that you have become the children of Brahma in order to claim your inheritance of happiness from the Father. You children had claimed happiness when it was the kingdom of Lakshmi or Narayan. It's now, when did you experience that happiness? You had. Can anyone say from when? When it was the kingdom of Lakshmi or Narayan? Was there your kingdom when you were happy? Baba says, when it was the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan, but of course we should have that intoxication that our kingdom was very happy. It's now the Iron Age, the land of sorrow. After this, there will be the Golden Age. The history and geography of the world have to repeat. There has to be the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan in the Golden Age. This cycle continues to turn. And Baba has told you that you became the residents of hell and you now have to become the residents of heaven. The tree of your deities was very small at first. You now remember that you have taken 84 births. You were the masters of the whole world and you continue to take rebirth. It's now the end of your 84th birth. This world will definitely become new from old. That new world was pure and it's now this old world which is impure world. People are so unhappy and poverty stricken and Bharat was very wealthy. There used to be that pure household religion. When it was the pure family path, everyone was completely viceless and 16 celestial degrees full. These things aren't mentioned in the scriptures. The scriptures are for the path of devotion and they only have the customs and systems of the devotion in them. The path to find God can't be found in the scriptures. They do realize that God has to come here and there is no question of trying to go there. Why does Baba say that the path to find God can't be found in the scriptures? Can't be found. It's the basic thing. Lakshmi sister, why don't you find the path? God himself will show the path. How can human beings can show the path to find God? The one who has limited intellect can't show the way to find the one who has that unlimited intellect. So Baba says, how can human beings show the path to find God? Because human beings don't have that complete knowledge. They do realize that God has to come here, so there is no question of trying to go there. To hold sacrificial fires, to perform tapasya is not the way to find him. People call out to God, come and show us the path. My soul has become tamopradhan, it can't fly. That soul can't fly, that is, he cannot go to the Father. In fact, a soul shuts his body and takes another. He can go anywhere from here. A soul can even go to America. If a soul still has a relationship with someone, he could go straight there in a second, but it's impossible for a soul to fly back home. Impure souls can't go there. Why can't souls return to home? The soul can just fly and go back to America, but Baba says the soul can't fly back home. Why is that not possible? Why? Why is that not possible? Why can't souls fly back home? The first and the foremost thing required, the souls don't know the way. The second thing, the wings are broken. Because the soul being Tamo Pradhan can't fly. And the fourth thing is, there is a no entry board there. There is a one-way traffic. Because the souls can come from the soul world, they can't go back. So Baba says the soul shuts the one body and takes another. It can go somewhere like to America, but if the soul still has that relationship with someone, he could go straight there in a second, but it's impossible for a soul to fly back home. Impure souls can't go there. This is why the souls call out, "O purifier, come." The Father explains, when he comes, I only come when the whole world has become impure. There can't be a single pure being in this impure world. They believe that the Ganges is the purifier and that's why they go to bathe in it, but no one can be purified with water. The old world is impure and the new world is pure. You have come to the unlimited Father to claim your inheritance. You have to become charitable souls. You souls were Sato Pradhan and you have become Tamo Pradhan. You can't become Sato Pradhan just by taking bath in the Ganges. It's only the Father's task to purify the impure. The rivers of water, you find the rivers of water everywhere, and the rain comes from the clouds and everyone just experiences it. And if the rivers of water could purify, they would purify everyone. Only the Father comes and shows you through this one to become the way to become pure. What's the way to become pure? Can mothers say? Mothers, are you listening? What's the way to become pure? That is the mantra, that is the Manmanabhav. There is only one mantra. Baba says, this one soul is his own. The Father says, I don't have a body of my own. I enter this one every cycle in order to explain to you. You don't know your own births. No one can take 8.4 million births in 5,000 years. And they say that the duration of each cycle is hundreds of thousands of years, but the Father says it's only of 84 births and no one can even take 8.4 million births in 5,000 years. The duration of 5,000 years and 8.4 million births. So Baba says this, it's highly impossible. The Father explains you were 16 celestial degrees full in the golden age and 2 degrees less, and then the degrees gradually continue to decrease and the new world becomes old. The copper and the iron ages are called impure world. These things aren't mentioned in the scriptures. Only I am called the ocean of knowledge. Do I study any scriptures? But I know the beginning, the middle and the end of this world. Those on the path of devotion can't have this knowledge. All of that is the knowledge of the path of devotion. People saying we are degraded sinners and we don't have any virtues, have mercy on us. It was because there was mercy for them. Then they changed from human beings into deities. This is called the highest on high for fortune. The highest on high fortune is of Lakshmi and Narayana, and people go to school to make their fortune. Someone becomes a judge, someone becomes an engineer. That fortune is vicious, whereas your fortune is being created by God. This is why you call out to the remover of sorrow and the bestower of happiness to come. No one but the Father can teach you and make you into deities. The Father sits here and speaks to you souls. The soul says, "This is my body." Are souls listening? Baba is asking, are souls listening? The soul says, "This is my body," and the body doesn't say, "This is my soul." The soul is in the body. He says, "This is my body." People say, "Don't make my soul suffer." If a soul weren't in that body, he couldn't speak. The soul says, "I shed my body and take another." I have definitely experienced 84 births and have become a resident of hell. You are now once again making that effort to become the residents of heaven. Only the Father makes you into what effort is being made to become residents of heaven. Only the Father makes you into the residents of heaven. The golden age is called heaven. When they say so and so became a resident of heaven, they are telling lies. And that is why this is hell. When someone dies, people say that he has gone to heaven. Then why do they invite him back to hell to eat the food of this iron age? Because they receive so many comfortable facilities in heaven. So why do you invite him back to hell? People don't have this much understanding. The Father sits here and explains the iron age is now to be destroyed, and it is to be set on fire. Everything is to be destroyed. You children who are claiming your inheritance from the Father will go and rule in the golden age. Who gave this inheritance to Lakshmi or Narayan? The Father. You are now being made worthy by the Father. You say that you are changing from the residents of hell and becoming the residents of heaven. The Father says, "I don't become a resident of heaven. I only reside in the supreme region." You become the residents of hell and the residents of heaven. The residential home of souls is that land of peace from where you go to that land of happiness. There is a land of sorrow in which is now to be destroyed. No one knows the God enters the body of Brahma and then teaches Raj Yoga. They think that Sri Krishna himself came, but they don't even say God came in the body of Sri Krishna. Krishna can't be God. He is the master of the world. The liberator of all is one. And he is the supreme soul. That is the supreme soul. There is no other spiritual gathering in the world where they understand that they are claiming their inheritance from the Father. Only the one Father makes you pure from impure. Why don't you find such a spiritual gathering? Harish brother, can you say you don't find such spiritual gathering in the world where they understand that they are receiving that inheritance from the Father? Narayan brother, why don't they have a spiritual gathering? Of course, that's the significant aspect, which is our speciality. Jagdish brother, why? There is one more Jagdish brother there. Can you say? Why don't you find such a spiritual gathering where you find this aspect, Chetan brother? And that speciality is just, it's the most significant one. Basha sister, you are close to that answer. Can you say there is one word which is missing? You don't find the relationship of the child and father, that is God's family. This concept doesn't exist in any of the other spiritual gatherings, because when there is the relationship of the child and father, then comes the matter of inheritance. When the relationship itself is not there, then the inheritance term also is not found. So there is this relationship of the child, the father and the child. So Baba says you don't find any spiritual gathering in the world where they understand that they are claiming that inheritance of heaven from the Father. Only the Father makes you pure from impure. The Father says, I am your true Guru and I purify you. The water of Ganges can't purify you, and this is a world of sinful souls. No matter what people do, they do come down the ladder. They have to become Tamo Pradhan from Sato Pradhan. You no longer perform devotion. We have to have the ascending stage and they have to come down the ladder. You no longer perform devotion. You don't even say, oh Rama, because he is your father and he is teaching you. You shouldn't even say, oh God, come, oh Rama. However, many have this habit, and so these words emerge. The Father says to you, the sanskars of the path of devotion, they are there for a long period of time, and the devotion which was done with a lot of that attitude, regard, so that sanskars of the path of devotion, they are still visible. So Baba says the sanskars of the path of devotion is that, oh God, oh Rama. So another sanskar is just begging. And what more? So is to just bow down. What are the sanskars of the path of devotion? Is to just chant. So if I am repeating anything more frequently, that's also the sanskar of the devotion. Something happens, we frequently take out that. They chant the mantra and we always repeat those things. There are a lot more sanskars. So this is remembering many bodily beings is the sanskar of the devotion. Is there anything to get influenced by someone or something? What common term is used for this? We have to think very carefully when we speak. So you find such terms in the world that I am a fan of him or I am a fan of her. If you become a fan, if you wish to become a fan, you should become a fan of Baba. Why is it good to become a fan of any human being? So you have considered that human soul to be your favorite idol. So Baba says never. You should have this sanskar of getting influenced by human beings. So that's why Baba says, remember me, your sins will be absolved and you will come to me. You have to remember that one alone. The father says, this is your last birth. Only at this time do you have a chance to claim whatever inheritance you want. Baba has explained that you will not be able to claim it again. The father has explained those who call themselves Hindus originally belong to the deity religion. Those who belong to the Christian religion never change the name of their religion. Even though they are Tamo Pradhan, they are still in Christian religion. And you are deities. Because you are impure, you call yourselves Hindus. You can't call yourselves deities. You have forgotten that you were originally deities. None of you call yourself deities because you have become vicious and you have become body conscious. Everything is explained to you children very clearly. There are no sages or holy men here, because to say that I am a businessman, I am so and so, it's also a body consciousness. You have to become soul conscious now. It requires effort to become soul conscious. You have to claim your inheritance from Baba. Therefore, remember the Father. Let your hands do the work, and while your heart is with the Father and you are the lovers of the one beloved, that one beloved is the bestower of salvation for all. He comes when everyone is to receive salvation and heaven is to be established. Then all the name and trace of sorrow will disappear. You children have come here to claim your inheritance of constant happiness of heaven for 21 births from the unlimited Father. No human being can make anyone into a master of heaven. Baba comes in Bharat and makes it into heaven. People celebrate the birthday of Shiva but they have forgotten that they have received their inheritance of heaven from him. Acha, to you sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, father and Bap Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to you spiritual children, and we spiritual children also offer love, remembrance and say good morning, namaste to the mother, father and Bap Dada. The essence for Dharana, the first one, make your fortune elevated on the basis of this study. You have to become deities from human beings. You have to become pure and return home and go to that new world. Second, while working with your hands, stay in remembrance of the one Father. Never listen or say wrong things. Today's blessing. May you remain constantly stable in your pure form and only pick up pearls of virtues as a holy swan. You holy swans have a pure form. Your duty is constantly to pick up the pearls of virtues. Never take the pebbles of defects into your intellect. However, in order to fulfill this duty, always remember the one order: think no evil, hear no evil, see no evil, and speak no evil. Those who keep this order constantly in their awareness always stay on the shores of the ocean. The residence of you swans is the ocean. Slogan: to be your angelic form while walking and moving around is the gift that pleases the Father Brahma's heart. We have to be in our angelic form while walking and moving around. This is the gift which is Baba's, that gift which pleases Brahma Baba's heart. Today's Avyakt signal constantly experience an unshakable, immovable and constant stage. Remain constantly busy in making self-progress and progress in service. Have good wishes for everyone. Don't play your part on the basis of some relationship, but play it on the basis of the relationship of service. Secondly, don't make any perishable facilities your support or basis. All of those are just in name and they are for service. Use them for service and become detached. Don't let your mind be attracted to the attraction of facilities. Today is the point of silence. Just see every human being and every situation with a positive perspective. So when you listen so if you have this practice, then you will not be angry. So you are the children of the ocean of love. So your vision, your words, your attitude shouldn't have any other intention or feeling apart from being loveful. So irrespective of whatever happens, let the whole world be on one side and become angry on you, but you being the child of the master, being the child of the ocean of love, you shouldn't even be bothered or shouldn't even think about the world. Just be a carefree emperor. Then your elevated attitude will be able to create that powerful atmosphere. So these were the sweet elevated versions of Sweet Baba. So today's Murli is about, that is the fortune, the way to make my fortune elevated. And we have to study in order to make our fortune elevated. We have to become Sato Pradhan. We have to follow Srimad in Pandavavan, because I came from Pandavavan. All the senior teachers from Delhi, or approximate 100, they have come for the Bhatti. Everyone is so happy because after a long time they have got this opportunity, and last time also they had a chance, but it was a long time. Of course, there is a lot of humidity during the daytime because there is the gathering, and it's of course Madhuban. So they are taking the benefit of that place a lot. Everyone is just relaxed and they are having their time there. So yesterday also respected Jayanti Didi just took the class about the embodiment of success. So there is a lot of splendor there. So in Madhuban, of course, we have our childhood memories where we had the first chance to meet Baba in 1957 in the garden. How Mama had assigned the duty because we were almost like we were kids. So we were assigned the duty of taking a tour, of checking whether all the utensils, spoons, everything is in order. And Mama taught me how to make a roti. There was this very small kitchen. That world was almost so small, but it was just the splendid one. Of course, everyone has those memories, and Madhuban is a Madhuban. The memories, the entire human world tree is being sustained with Madhuban, because Madhuban is the seed, just like the Shiv Baba is the seed, because Madhuban is the root, where the entire tree is being sustained or being watered. It's there till 29th. Let's Om Shanti. There is a good news for Madhuban residents. Just like you heard about how the Delhi teachers were invited for Bhatti in Madhuban, so here is also the Yog Bhatti program from 29th May, and Asha Didi ji is here for conducting that Bhatti. A big round of applause to her. All the surrendered and trial brothers and sisters from all the campuses. Topic is the aim and the qualifications required to become, the aim of becoming equal to the Father and the qualifications required. This is the topic chosen for this Bhatti, and the Bhatti is in the Adiji's meeting hall. And you have to fill the Google form, which is available in Madhuban info group. Otherwise, you can just write down your names on the list, which is displayed at the dining hall. And 29th it starts, 30 and 31st 2 days are Bhatti, and the next group starts there. So all of you are requested to just give your names, and the evening meditation from 6 to 8 is at the Adiji's meeting hall. And today is Sat Guruvar, and we offer bhog to Sweet Baba, and I request all the brothers and sisters to be seated here. All the brothers and sisters who have got the bhog slip are requested to go to the meeting hall, which is behind the conference hall, where the trans messenger sister comes and meets all of you. All the brothers and sisters of BK Colony are requested to go to Kamal Kunj. Let's remember Baba, then the trans messenger. Meanwhile, we remember Baba till the trans messenger comes. Om Shanti. I reached the subtle region to offer bhog to Baba. As soon as I reached there, I could see a very beautiful trays or the containers which were placed, and Baba, while looking at the bhog, he started saying, "Child, what have you got today?" I said, "Baba, in bhog there is bundi." What is that word which is related to this bundi? And I was just thinking what would be the best answer. I just told a drop, that is a bund, which means a drop in English, and bundi is the name in Hindi which refers to that sweet. So Baba said, "Child knows," whereas Baba, with what perspective you are asking this question, I am not in a position to understand, but that can be explained by you only. Then Baba started saying that, "See, child, when this word is used, that is drop. There is a significance of a drop of water at Shiva temple. Have you seen that Shiv's temple? Because when you visit a huge Shiv temples, so they always show Shivlingam where the water is poured slowly over that Shivling. Even today's bhog of bundi is, that is the memorial of the original form of the soul, that is a tiny point of light. And there is a sweetness in that sweet, that is bundi. And there is a significance of even a grain in Baba, at Baba's home. Even on the path of devotion, the leaf of tulsi or the sugar crystals. So whereas you children on every Thursday you get the bhog, and children also accept that with a lot of love, because that's made in Baba's remembrance, because that has got Baba's power, that's there in the bhog. Why Baba is especially speaking about this sweet? So Baba says even the grain or even if someone accepts that bhog, that is the sweet bundi, even that small part, Baba says that is also realizing our original form, and that reminds us to be sweet, and that of course reminds us of that land of peace. Because and there all the souls, they are together, At that time, there will not be anything in our awareness that this soul belongs to this religion or that caste, that creed. So every soul in the land of peace, all the souls just reside in that supreme abode with a lot of love and affection. There will not be any conflicts with regard to the place. So Baba was just relating with a lot of love that you don't fight over that place, that why did you come and sit in my place. So Baba says, see child, the Brahma is predestined, and Baba just resides in that supreme region. Of course, he comes at the confluence age when all other souls stay with Baba. Baba is the ocean, is the ocean of peace, happiness, bliss, and of course sweetness. There should not be any kind of bitterness among souls, because Baba, who is the sweetest one, he is sitting here. Of course, Baba emerged one of the scenes and he was relating about that scene. You Brahmins should realize the significance, whatever the thing which is made at Baba, in Baba's home, or whether it is Madhuban or centers. Baba says, just you children should know the significance of everything that is available or that is made here. You should have that knowledge. Whenever you accept Baba's book, you must sit in Baba's remembrance, and the power which is received in that book, that you can experience, that this book has even all the grains or whatever is the ingredient which is there in that book, that has so much power. And there was a variety of trays or containers, and I give the love and remembrance of some souls. Then Baba said, see child, as per the time, we have, of course, many children's remembrance, and many children's, their things will definitely are reaching Baba. And Baba said, just at the beginning of the sacrificial fire, where Baba taught the attitude of renunciation, you should renounce this worldly world, then you get the unlimited disinterest, then you will be able to do that kind of service. Now, as per the time, automatically the unlimited disinterest, you will obviously see the attitude of unlimited disinterest. And of course, children should have that attitude of renunciation, because looking at the time, this is the time that is the confluence age, which is meant for especially creating that elevated fortune. This is the time to feel those powers in the soul, and the attitude of renunciation, the attitude of that spiritual love. And when you children live among here, the boat will be taken across from the ocean of poison into the ocean of nectar, from this side to that side. So Baba just emerged 2 or 3 scenes, and then he just gave the message, and Baba gave the love and remembrance to all the souls who have offered bhog. And while carrying that love and remembrance, I just reach to this physical world. Om Shanti. And let's listen to the teachings of respected Dadi Ratan Mohini ji. The children of the true Father, we are truth, and we being truth, we are pure and sacred. Where there is purity, there can't be no impurity. The world today and the new world that is heaven, the Father created where the deities reside. And Baba has reminded us that we were deities ourselves. We have gone through the cycle of 84 births. That's the most elevated thing. And we feel that the identification of the beginning can only be given by the eternal Creator. Om Shanti.